toes the rubber. 14th start of the season for deGrom, and we are underway in Arlington with a first pitch fastball for a strike. A tough task for the White Sox this afternoon. And Tachman on the ground to first. Berger's there. 2 pitches and 1 out to start off today's ball game.
He wanted to, but he knows right now in this first season, full season back, to be efficient with his pitches.
A line drive right to Josh Young.
About 90 feet away, it gets on you quick.
Yeah, perceived velocity for Josh Young probably harder than that 85. That because Michael A. Taylor 1 for 24 in his career against deGrom. Benintendi without a hit in his career against deGrom. He's not going to get one here. And what a first inning for Jacob. 5 pitches, 2 ground outs, a line drive, easy.
He could need an IL stint. It's also worth noting that Evan Carter is not in the lineup here today, and Bochy said it's unlikely that he will play tomorrow. He jammed his...
Well, interesting that it wasn't his glove wrist.
But with the way he's been swinging the bat, you certainly hate to lose him. Jacob deGrom needed just 5 pitches to get through the order. And over his last 45 games, been one of the best hitters in the American League, but not right there. Pops one up. Garcia coming in. And the first ball that gets to the outfield is played cleanly by Adolis. The only one I can really think of is Justin Verlander. But I don't even know if I would put Verlander on the same level because 7 regularly. Is there anyone you think of?
I think that this is the easiest. Guys look like they're giving more effort. You see the 97.1 this year with the fastball, 4th best in baseball. It's just...
Again, that's as a reliever, not as a starter. The 0-2.
Throw the ball where you want to. Look how quiet his head is when he throws the ball.
Teal lays off the slider. Yeah, they're late athleticism with what Jacob deGrom does, but pitchers who are able to repeat their delivery like that, they're usually supreme athletes relative to their peers who are, well, they're all
artists in baseball this year. Skeens, Hunter, Leiter, deGrom. They seem to put more effort into it. That was just an easy slider for strike 3. He's probably not even happy because it was down the middle. You can tell his body reaction was, I didn't get it to break down as much. In fact, you can see there from Teal, he's thinking the ball's going to break more. He swung where he thought it was going to break. It just didn't break.
I think it's one of the pleasures so far following along with Jacob deGrom's season, his honest assessments after starts, and it doesn't matter what the box score says. It's all about really slow start to the season, but starting to get going. But deGrom quickly gets ahead of it.
That pitch.
Oh, he can't get to the slider low either. deGrom with the strikeout. Quick work of Robert on 3 pitches, another one.
Around 20 pitches of live BP. His velocity was a couple ticks, and for Spores, they're looking for somewhere after the All-Star break.
You know, I think they've got an interesting decision. Ryan Noda with a swing and a miss. Have Cody make 3, 4, 5 starts in the minors. You know, Laura shared the news earlier about the 2-2 to Ryan Noda. He's able to stick lead game for the White Sox. We're not even at the All-Star break. 2-2. Strike 3 called. Slider at the knees.
Framing it up. Nice easy slider right there. See Jonah catch it, pull it up, frame it up.
So here's Edgar Caro.
Do it again.
Starts him off.
Pitch, they just want to repeat that pitch. You executed it, you felt good on it, throw it again, get strike 1. Just feel like, okay, I've executed that, now all I have to do is repeat it.
Caro tries to go fishing. Ball. The 1-2.
I'm going to give Caro.
deGrom back at it. There's a line drive, base hit. Well, Caro fights off the fastball, lives to see another, and gets the first hit of the game for the White Sox. So here's Rojas, and dropped to the 9th spot in the order.
An hour time difference.
Yeah, I was going to ask. I don't know what time it is in Greece. There's a foul ball. Might be a play for Young, but he runs out of room.
You know what time it is here?
The 0-2 to Rojas. Strike 3. Fastball at the knees.
With speed here, and it's the bottom of the zone. Might have been looking for something soft. He knew it too.
A weak ground out his first time up. And way out in front. The 0-1. Just off the plate. Ted Emmerich, it's an 8-hour difference between where we are in Greece.
Good baseball in Greece.
There's a foul ball. Kevin Euclid was the Greek god of walks, but he was. The 2-2 to Tachman. A little cricket swing, and Tachman in. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the back foot slider, so deGrom strikes out the side in the third. Had a 1-out single in the third. Meidroth, Benintendi, and Vargas, 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Sox, and Meidroth gets on top of one and hits it down the line. It is a foul ball. And deGrom goes to the slider.
Okay, no luck on that one.
He goes back to the slider, and Meidroth stays alive. Another slider, and he lays off.
Part of their lineup when they get good again.
Who signed has gone on to be a valued scout in the Red Sox organization. That one heading back this way. That's fair point. The 1-2. How about this? This is a.
Yeah, but he's having to work for it.
The 8th pitch. Does he get the call? He doesn't.
Another great take. He controls the strike zone.
And that one plopped to short right. Garcia charging in, and he unable to get it. Well, that's an at-bat that Meidroth is probably going to remember for quite some time, going toe-to-toe with Jacob deGrom. And
luckily that hits his glove. I don't know how far away this ball was going to get. But luckily Garcia, when he swipes for the ball, it hits his glove and stays close enough to him to hold it to a single.
He's been hitting a lot better for the last couple weeks. 4 weeks or so. And that's not something you would have said.
The other guys see him do it and think, I can do that too.
Benintendi drives one up the alley. Haggerty able to track it down. So 1 away here in the top of the 4th with Miguel Vargas coming up. Let's check in with Laura.
An understanding of the strike zone, and he's really using it to his advantage.
There's no way, like 18 to 21 years old, does help your team.
Nice slider from deGrom. Kyle Teal, Braden Montgomery, the switch hitting outfielder out of A&M. Wickelman Gonzalez. 1-1. There's a line drive down the line, base hit. Into the corner. Haggerty picks it up. Meidroth being held at third by Justin Jershely. That's a nice job by Haggerty of getting to it quickly, and Vargas might have just hit that one too hard. But the White Sox with their best chance yet.
Well, this is great contact here. This is good baseball all around.
Here's Teal with the infield in. Oh, there is contact. Deep enough to score at least one. Haggerty makes the play heading towards the track. Tagging from third, Meidroth comes home and scores. And that ends deGrom's scoreless streak at 15 innings. Here's Robert. And that one is saucered into center, a base hit. Vargas comes home. The throw is late. Robert going to second, and he's able to beat it. So with Langford's throw missing the cutoff man, Robert aggressively goes for the extra 90, and Vargas, and meanwhile the White Sox lead 2-0.
Well, that's just right down the middle. deGrom makes a mistake here. Robert takes advantage of it, and Robert can fly. He makes it to second base easy.
And this all started with Noda. Really doesn't look like he's got.
No doubt about it.
It's one of those, when the home plate umpire sometimes calls it himself. The 0-2. He just misses inside.
Advantage of their opportunity.
That one just missing the corner. That one on the ground to second. Simeon has it. And that ends the inning. Meidroth's leadoff single starts it. trying to bounce back after giving up a couple runs in the fourth. Mike Vassell, his counterpart on the hill. 2 runs on 3 hits for the White Sox in the fourth inning. Edgar Caro had a hit in the third, the end of the fourth, right? And you're sharing your experience when you were with the Nationals. Your internal guys are a little better to make those moves. His ground ball goes to Simeon, one of the guys a part of that offseason haul. But what always occurred to me, and let's start developing that winning culture. And I think that's
the right time to start signing free agents. But it ended up being the right time, and getting Bruce Bochy over to manage was the right time. Now, Will Venable is managing for the first time in his life at the major league level. There's nothing Venable can do to turn this into a winning team this year. But a guy like Mydroff from the Red Sox organization, you're getting a guy who's a younger guy earning it. And it happens. You're a major leaguer. It doesn't matter if you earned it or not. If you have major leagues that have not earned a way to get there. And for a while, the Rangers were having to do that. You'd look at numbers in AA or AAA, and it gets to the major league level that guys are up there that maybe don't belong up there.
You start developing that internal competitive that out. The 1-2 to Tauchman. Boston Tigers, and getting those guys and the rest of the staff in place probably played a huge role. 2-strike pitch taken over the corner, strike 3. So 1-2-3 inning for deGrom, a nice bounce back. The fourth, when he gave up a pair, Mydroff, Benintendi, and Vargas.
If you remember that last at-bat, breaking ball.
And another one, but this one is turned around and shot through the middle for a base hit.
And this is a smart hitter.
When you do it on 9 pitches against a guy like deGrom. He's ever to hit a home run off of Aroldis Chapman.
Big time prospect with the Red Sox coming up, Benintendi.
Well, there could be a 2-ball. Simeon to Seager. Double play. Well, Benintendi has one of the lowest ground ball rates in all of baseball, but deGrom got him to put it on the ground there. So here's Vargas. Now to Cuba's game in 2022. And ran out of room for him. 7th strikeout. The 1-2. In the air to left center. Langford cruises over, and deGrom faces the minimum.